Hi there, it's Tom again. Just doing another quick video. Well, hopefully it'll be quick. I'll try and keep this one under 20 minutes, but I hope you're sitting comfortably. Get yourself a nice brew. Get yourself sat down, because I've got a load of stuff to show you. Just loads and loads of stuff. I need to get on with listing because it's piling up. Went to a big antiques fair, massive antiques fair. The weather was a bit crap, and I'd done my foot in as well. I twisted my ankle a couple of days before that. I fell off a set of step ladders, which was just stupid, and twisted my ankle. So I was hobbling around like an absolute idiot. I got me like granny trolley, I must have looked a right sight. I was there with all my hair all over the place because it was that windy and it was rainy, and I had unkept like I do now, and hobbling around with me thing like this. Oh God, I think people would just do me deals so I'd go away because I was kind of bringing down the look anyway. So it was pissing it down. So a lot of this stuff was soaked when I bought it. So yeah, some of the places where I get best deals at antiques fairs are the outside sellers, and they packed up at lunchtime, even though it was a 2-day event. Packed up at lunchtime first day and then just left. So I was scrambling around to try and get some stuff. There's some stuff I've missed out because I've either already sold it or it's over at my antiques booth. I bought a really cool cowboy hat for a couple of pounds and some other bits and pieces which have gone over there. But some of this stuff I've saved to show you. Not the first thing I bought, but what for me was the coolest thing was this lot of computer games stuff. It's came from a guy who previously I bought 2 GameCubes from at an antiques fair. I seem to be buying vintage computer games at antiques fair these days. I gave him my contact details, and I'm really hoping he calls me because he said he got some consoles and stuff like that. But he put all this stuff out that he got, other stuff as well, other crap, and he got like nice boxed board games, really sort of 80s, late 70s, early 80s board games, and they were just soaked and they were trashed, absolutely trashed. It was so painful to see this box of soaking wet board games, and he wanted like a £5 for all of them, but they were just wrecked, even the contents and everything, so didn't bother with that. But I saw these, took a chance on them, and thankfully most of it I have been able to dry it out, and I'm surprised that some of it's dried out. And there were some Dreamcast games as well, which I've already sold, which came with this lot. For everything I'm going to show you now, I paid £10 for. So the first thing, which is not too remarkable, is this case here, and it had other games in which I'll show you in a bit, but these are all copied games. So for Spectrum. So not sure what I'm going to do with them. Don't think I can sell them on eBay, but there was shed loads of Sinclair Spectrum games, so I'll quickly run through. There was Paddington and the Disappearing Ink. I remember this from school, and it comes with a manual as well, which is quite cool. Then there is Postman Pat, some software thing, Armageddon, Terminus, Rigel's Revenge, Nightshade, I remember that. I mean, there's just absolutely heaps and heaps of stuff. Rastine, something like that, I can't pronounce it. Now, I don't know whether they got the proper licensing for this, but Silversoft Arcade Action Starship Enterprise. So, yeah, I'm not sure whether the Star Trek guys will be too happy at that. Paxman, not Pax, Wolfan. There's absolutely loads of stuff. 5-Star Games, Tantalus, I think that's called, Greyfell, Ultraviolet, and the Legend of Avalon. This one's quite cool. One Man and His Droid. I've got no way of testing these, so not too sure. And then some other box ones. Now these box ones, these were soaking wet, and they've dried out an absolute dream. Some of the Dreamcast games, the cover thing was a bit wavy when I dried them out, but they're still sold. And this is Sinclair Spectrum Monitor and Disassembler. Most of this stuff isn't worth much, but maybe as a job lot it would be alright. Shadow of the Beast, full screen editor and assembler, and chess. So there was that one. Oh, there's another one. Dragon Talk. So there's all those, and then there was. Let me just move this out of the way, guys. Then there was another lot of things which I spied. Now there was some comics in with this, but they had to be thrown away because they got glued together. They were unsavable. And then in this lot is a big tub of these trading cards. In there as well, I pulled out a pair of Polaroid sunglasses. They're currently in my booth for £10. And a lovely little bone folding ruler and a little bone handled knife in amongst this lot. But I got heaps and heaps of trading cards. Now they're all weird. I wish they were like Magic the Gathering or something, but they're not. They are mostly X-Files ones, and there was some empties in there, empty packaging. I don't know if these are worth anything. These are like First Contact, Star Trek, stuff like that. Just the empties, all that's there. And then so we've got stack here, and these are dried out an absolute treat. I mean, they were just soaked. Then these are slightly bigger ones, Star Wars Episode 1, and then I've put them in this wooden box which some other games came in, which I'll show you later. Just see how many there. These ones at the edge here have gone a bit wibbly wobbly, but the majority of them are decent. So I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to talk to Nick about them and these Star Wars. The Star Wars, Babylon 5 and Star Trek. So yeah, I mean they're just, let's see if we can pull some out. What are we talking about here? Some of them a bit gross. Someone getting struck by lightning. Just weird. X-Files was good, the early series, but later on it just got so weird, and they're on about redoing it, so we'll see if that's any good. There's also Planet of the Apes in here as well, so I saw someone had sold a full set for good money, but I don't know if I've got the time to try and see if I've got a full set. I've certainly got enough cards for a full set, but whether it's actually there I don't know. So yeah, for 10 quid, I mean, you know, I'm comfortable paying that for that sort of thing. The Spectrum games are relatively slow sellers, but we'll get there in the end. And then the next thing I got was from guys slightly further down. I got this and a vintage diver's mask, a set of tongs which I can't find where they are to list them now, which is a bit weird. Set of brass tongs for coal, and then God, what else did I get? Oh yeah, not brands, Girl Guides sash thing with the badges on, and this all for 15 quid. So the diver's mask I priced in my booth at a tenner. The sash I'll probably get a £5, and if I can find the tongs I'll get a tenner for them. So I'm laughing already. But that little wooden tray, again, these were soaked. I never ever have seen these at car boots. I see them on the American guys' videos, things like Flea Market Madness, all the time, but it is a nice job lot of, try not to drop them, Atari 2600 games, which is pretty cool. Again, no way of testing them, but I'll show you what I got. Got Millipede, Pole Position, Defender, Combat, which has got a really boring thing, Space Invaders, Tennis, and you can see on this next one that the damp did get to this a bit. Robot Tank, but it's got like spotting on it. Asteroids, I was ace at this, really good, but that's because you're young and your flinch reflexes are good. Phoenix, I've heard that one. Kaboom, I remember the advert for this. It had a guy like dressed in like a stripy top laughing or something. I do vaguely remember it. And then these are cool. Donkey Kong. And then we've got Pac-Man. And then we've got Ms. Pac-Man. So that's a perfect bundle there. And then also what came with them is some manuals as well, which is very cool. We've got a warranty card. We've got a tennis one. No, it's not all of them, and there's some other random ones. We've got Asteroids, Robot Tank, we've got Ms. Pac-Man. Oh, there's the front cover to Tennis, it came off. Just another leaflet thing. We've got the one for Pole Position, Combat, got the one for Donkey Kong, which is very cool. Millipede. We've got Defender, and then also, let's go and get this. I've just found another stash of other things as well that came with that Amstrad lot. Got Indiana Jones, the Tolkien trilogy. Not sure what that is. Master Games. There's two like foils cars from Marvel. Chain Reaction and Chain Reaction. So they're cool. So also with those Atari games, sorry, this is going to be a long video, guys. This is really random, a manual for a Sega Game Gear. So I mean the guy's obviously got some other stuff, so I'm really hoping he calls me a really nice pristine Game Gear manual for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And then you've got the owner's manual to an Atari 2600, so that could be potentially good. And then the manual to Qbert. Which is really cool. I remember Qbert fondly when he gets killed, he sort of swears at you. Yeah, at an antiques fair, who would have thought? So I'll probably leave this as it is, and I'll do a part 2 because it's getting a bit long. But in part 2, I'm going to talk about some of the jewellery finds and coin finds. So if that's not up your street, we'll just leave it at that. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.